Welcome to Husky Stadium, home of the Washington Huskies. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Maryland Terrapins, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Washington Huskies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Washington will kick off as this one gets started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Terrapins offense will have the opening possession of the game. And David, we've got a quarterback today who's been known for making enough plays when his team needs them.
Yeah, and listen, he's a guy that this offense is built around him. But, Jesse, he's not the guy that's going to take over. He needs the running game to get going. He needs the passing game. He needs a little bit of balance. Really good football player, but he needs the help of the quality teammates around him.
Yeah, you're right. I think the one thing we've seen with this guy is he's got to get into a rhythm in games early, right? So whether it's running the football or getting a few completions early to get his confidence going, because once that happens, he's very, very good.
At the 35, he's loose. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
I'll tell you what, you want to quiet this crowd down. You want to do something demoralizing to your opponent. Establish the run game early on offense.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They're going to ride this running back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Now the play fake. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
Well, with his speed, they're going to keep blitzing him over and over because you'll get results like that right there. Kind of reminds you of Joe Kelly, a great linebacker at Washington in the 80s, or maybe Mason Foster as well. Those guys can go sideline to sideline, but they can also blitz. This guy can do it all.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. The Terrapins will send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. And the punt team able to swing him to the ground. So Washington's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the back. Picks up the 1st down. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. And the Huskies come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll move the wide receiver. To the air on 1st down. Quickly to the tight end. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. The give. Breaks into the first down.
You got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
The Huskies kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wants to fire on second down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be first and goal from the 1.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that...
And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Huskies.
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Heaves it deep. And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Rudolph. Makes the grab, and not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And the Terrapins in a good spot here with second and short. Looking to fire. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
There he goes. Lowers those pads. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Terrapins. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy, he makes a big play. Yes, please.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. First play of the drive comes from the 22. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want it. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
Making side adjustments here. Looking downfield on first down. Pulls it in. It's London. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. And the Huskies with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
I know it wasn't an interception, but a lot of times tips and deflections leads to interceptions. Great job by the defender getting his mitt on the football.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass.
It's been a tale of 2 drives for this defense early on, right? They came out starting really slow, allowed a touchdown on the opening drive, but they're finally settling in here on this one. Obviously, it wasn't perfect. They did give up 1 first down, but really nice job.
Makes a grab past the marker. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the 4th down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. 4th down, you could tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it as hard as he could. Throws a strike to the wide receiver. Gets the big 4th down conversion.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Lost 1 deep down the right side. Into the stride inside the 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Washington.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. The inside handoff. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Turning it on! They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down.
Gain of 19 on the play. And that's good enough for a 1st down.
How about these 2 running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the 1st quarter stats. They switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the 2nd. So 1st down here as they go back to work. They'll try the run. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on 1st down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get 1st downs like that run right there.
The Terrapins will line it up on 1st and 10. Red pass, it's complete. Slips 1 guy, now he's loose. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the 1st down, and they like to do this. When they make a 1st down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Terrapins can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. Makes the grab on the left. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the 1st down before he's dragged to the ground. The Terrapins, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around and make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense, creating the tackle for a loss on first down.
They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Rush is on him. Got his man on the right. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Got a hand on it nicely and broke it up in the end zone. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. He slides that just inside the right upright. That'll bring him to within 4.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me.
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Makes the catch along the left sideline, and that is a big pickup.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
He's knocked down at the 34, but they're sort of hitting them in the mouth with a 6-yard pickup there.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second.
A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Husky! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
He'll bring it out. It's Moore. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Maryland has the ball back and go. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Can't get him to the ground. Squirts across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5. And the Terrapins come to the line in the hurry-up.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. 3rd down coming. It's caught. And what a job to get the foot down and make it a huge gain along the sideline. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Terrapins are flying down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds his big tight end.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
And the Terrapins can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The give on the option. Oh, he's got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Maryland! Excellent excellent path by the back on the option.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
ACC action, fellas, and all week there's been intrigue about this one. Miami has the lead right now, but this Canes crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet there in the 305. They're up by 11 over Wake Forest. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. The Huskies have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Washington sends out the punt team.
On to kick it away.
Now a fair catch is called for and made just shy of midfield. The Maryland offense back onto the field. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time. They had a much better field position this time around. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Keeps looking downfield. Oh, what a cut! Great job by this. Senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. Now they've moved it just inside the 40. 1st and 10 from the 39. Quick release by the QB. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. Brought down at the 37-yard line, and this defense denies them on 3rd down. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. And it slips just inside that right upright. That brings them to within 1.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a 1st down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a 1st down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Quarterback making checks. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quickly complete. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. And the Huskies with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Short throw is complete, and he'll grab it, step out of bounds, and pick up the 1st down. It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. To the air on 1st down. And he'll make the grab along the sideline, but he's not able to get to the 1st down marker. Washington right back to the line. Looking for a chunk play on second and short. Quickly complete. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. Good timing on the quick out. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And wait, it's just second down, and the field goal kicker's out. And he'll have to find the line and generate some power, a 46-yarder from the left. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors at our halftime update. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They keep it on the ground to open the third. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. The Huskies in a good spot here with second and short. They send the tight end in motion. Hands it off. Breaks into the open. They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield. Pick up 10 and the first down.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Washington.
Washington coming to the line with another first down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking downfield on first down. Throws toward the end zone. And it's a touchdown, but hold on just a second. We'll have to see what the flag's about. And that one hurts to have the flag come out and take a touchdown off the board after that play. Line gets set, first down. He's looking to pass. He's got his man. Corralled and brought down by the defense.
And there you see the arm talent by the quarterback. Throwing a curl route into zone coverage, you've got to get the ball there quickly. And you saw the cannon this QB has.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. He'll take a shot. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up. They've got to get the football to the 32 to pick up the first down. Wants to keep it in the air. Quickly out to the tight end. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Quick handoff. Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Wide receiver going in motion. To the air on second down. Finds his big tight end. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
And the Huskies moving quickly to the line. He wants to change this route. Second down, he'll throw it. He caught it! Into the end zone! Touchdown, Husky! Like a Thanksgiving turkey, they're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire. You might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Fielded in the end zone. And he loses the ball deep in his own end. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. Gets a turnover. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Boy, that last drive, they looked like they were throwing against air. Just absolute precision execution in the passing game, and it led them to a touchdown. We'll see what they have this possession. To the ground with the back. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Wants to go up top. Firing to the right, complete. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Works the middle. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
On fourth down, looking to pass. Quick strike complete. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on fourth down. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? Part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
Pulls it and fires to the left. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift. They're backed up just a little. First and 10 from their own 19. Give to the running back. They bring him down behind the line of scrimmage, and now he'll have to go back to work to get over 100 yards again for the day.
We've seen this guy have tons of success. He had over 100 yards right before that run, but defense gets the better of him there. Nice job of adjusting up front. Good job being physical by that D-line, too.
Makes the catch. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Hey, quarterback, receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
On third and short, they'll try to throw for it. Zings it complete to the right. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. That's caught. It's Rudolph. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Wants to throw it. Here comes the heat. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Complete in the middle. Gets away from one, finds some space. He'll work his way down to the 28. The Terrapins want to move quickly.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a first and goal.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
With the run on first and goal. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, there was just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
Back to pass on second down. Quickly complete. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. On third and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. From the gun, wants to pass. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Man, I tell you what, this guy's making a name for himself. 2 sacks last week. He's got 2 today already. He is terrorizing quarterbacks.
So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And this one splits the uprights. That'll cut this lead down to 5. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. Oklahoma rolled to a victory, and after putting up this kind of win, there has to be some Heisman buzz around a program that produced 4 winners of the award between 2003 and 2018. An SEC clash and an impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good... It's a fumble. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Touchdown, Terrapins! How about... Defense taking one back to the house. You're happy you got the ball back, but the defense takes it a step further and just goes ahead and gets 6.
Yeah, you just want to get the stop, right? And you get the stop, get the points. But guess what, Reese? I'm going to need another stop. This defense is going to be right back on the field. Unbelievable play, but you got to do it again.
This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. Washington will snap it in the red zone. Quarterback may change this route. Going to sling it on second down. He wants to go deep. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35.
this quarterback has found a really nice rhythm here on this drive. He just looks dialed in. He's doing a great job in the pre-snap, seeing the safety rotation, and that time saw the one-on-one matchup to take a shot, and he hit it. He's in a really, really nice groove right now.
Looking to throw on first down. He'll take another shot here. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Well, in that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing.
There he goes. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
And this defense has to step forward. Not only do they have to get a stop, they've got to do it quickly to keep that time from running down. They'll use the running game on first and goal. And you'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Washington! They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And after the extra point, they're on top by 12. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Moore. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you just simply got to make them.
And the Terrapins want to crank the tempo.
Man, what a game this guy has been having, living in the opponent's backfield.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Bringing the heat. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Gets rid of it. Finds his man. It's Rudolph. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. The handoff. Keep working on that clock. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. Wants to adjust the pattern. Toss to the left. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. After the strong run on 2nd down, 3rd down coming. Do they do it again? The snap sets up to throw. Get it out on the screen. Headed to the end zone. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Huskies. With that, the lead nice and comfortable fumble, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
And with that TD, this team looking to go 4-0, just how you want to start a season, man. They've done an unbelievable job answering all the questions, starting off the year just how you want to. Now, keep it going. Keep that momentum. Don't relax. What a start to the season.
Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we had just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You've got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, you're talking about.
Third down play from the gun. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. The Terrapins line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Let's see what he can do with it. He gets a block. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them. Or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on 3rd and long. Leaves it with the running back. Across the 15. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one.
It's got to be tough right now on defense. You need to find a way to get a stop, and you haven't been able to do that in the 4th quarter. You've been giving up points. You just gave up a touchdown in the last drive. You need a turnover. You need to do something right now to stop this momentum.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Max going for the goal line. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. After this, it'll be a wrap. They'll run it here on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Washington! And the punishment has been extended. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
And they say play to the final whistle. This offense took it to heart. Scoring late, maybe they could have wasted the clock. They made no doubt about it. This one's over.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him corralled, but not before he gets that return out to the 35. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them, an absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play in